This announcement yesterday kind of formalizes what we've been telling folks. Approximately 5,000 Marines, 1,300 dependents are going to be on Guam sometime after the record of decision is signed. And now we have official start of an environmental impact study with scoping meetings in the next month, November 8th through the 10th on Guam. So this announcement is another formal step forward to getting the Marines to Guam.
The governor's advisor on the military buildup, Mark Calvo, is referring to the announcement that DoD has begun its supplemental environmental impact study of the Guam military buildup. Calvo says that he's confident that DoD will do a more thorough job with the SEIS this go-around, especially since it appears as if they are considering placing the Marine firing range complex within their current footprint. DoD's decision to place the firing range on civilian land in the Pocket or Route 15 area resulted in a lawsuit by the National Trust for Historic Preservation, the Guam Preservation Trust, and We Are Guahan.
Just looking at what they're considering now, on top of the 5 range options that they briefed and have scoped in March this year, they've added 2 additional options. And the options that are added they kind of address a public concern, small or large concern, that DoD should look within the bases before evaluating range options outside. Now they're looking at adding, as you heard, a range option in NCTS and a range option in Northwest Field Anderson. So that's very positive. And it was obviously a lesson learned from the first EIS.
Legislative Buildup Committee Chairwoman Senator Judy Guthert says that she's pleased that the SEIS process is underway, and she encourages everyone to participate and go in droves to the upcoming scoping meetings in November. She says it's interesting that they've added more alternatives for the placement of the firing range and Marine cantonment area.
I'm very pleased with the approach JIGPO's using. They seem to be open to all ideas. They have no preferred choices, and they made that very clear when we asked them yesterday.
Guthert says they must ensure that local businesses are included in military contracts.
One thing they did announce is that Japanese contractors will not be involved in any special arrangement to build the housing, the family housing here on Guam. And that means it's going to be open, I think, for new ideas, new public-private partnerships, and I would encourage our business community and entrepreneurs on Guam to give their comments and to recommend strongly in their comments that the military work with the private sector for the family housing component of the buildup.
We Are Guahan's Levin Camacho says he hopes that this time around, DoD gives proper consideration to its different alternatives for a firing range complex.
The thing about this supplemental EIS is a lot of these alternatives were mentioned in the draft EIS in November of 2009. They just were never carried forward, and they were never really given any honest look. So hopefully this time around, DoD will be acting in good faith and will be acting transparently, and will do an honest assessment of where they can put a firing range complex and where they can put housing.